Sorry about that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Stock Market Technical Analysis Daily. This is our live day trading pre-market analysis each and every weekday on here from 5:50, depending on how much time I'm spending in the shower. Cleaning the dirt from trading all of the puts like on this week. All right. So, quick recap. Yesterday, what did we trade yesterday? Etsy yesterday was a great trade. PayPal was a great trade. For a continuation trade on was it CVS? Definitely, those were the big winners yesterday for us. So today, what do we have in store on here? As we say hello to Mr. Joe, Mr. JT Snow Dog, the one and only Miss Festus. Welcome, folks. All right, so three. That's more than a quorum. Let's go. Let's go ahead and dive in. We have there are quite a few opportunities for us this morning on here. What's the market doing overall? Very quickly, SPY, QQQ, and the like. They are been impacted. Well, that's the stories are usually find whatever going on in the news, economic data to justify why a stock market is doing whatever it's doing. That has always been the case. Well, as of now, SPY is trading at $420.16 precisely. Up, how much is that? About 1.5 points or thereabouts from the close yesterday at 419.07. SPY actually, unlike we have noticed, we have stressed that on here. The chart of SPY, unlike QQQ for instance, which was trading below the moving average, SPY barely touched the EMA 20 on the daily chart. This was on the 4th, I believe. The 4th was a long time away in a galaxy far, far away. That was Wednesday. That was Tuesday, yeah, because the first day of the month of May was Monday the 3rd, I believe. And so yeah, Tuesday SPY dipped slightly for 1167. Man, that seems like so far away. And now look at it, almost 10 points up on here. On the what's the so-called news that this morning? The non-farm payroll numbers came in, folks. Illustration, right? The number came in 277 versus maybe 900,000 expected. 277,000. Well, guess what? You would have said, oh, that's way below the expected number. The market should be going down, right? So that's why I take it. The news by itself does not translate into a movement in the market. Let's watch the price. The price tells us what's going on. So SPY is posting all-time high. The all-time high here was the 29th. That was last Thursday, 420.72. So starting at 420.39 and printing. Let's see what goes on there. How about our new friend? Yeah. If you don't know why I'm calling QQQ our new friend, maybe you haven't been with us, so that's not your fault. But I will hope. Well, I plan. I'm not. I will. I don't know if I will have the will or the physical means to do so this weekend, but I plan on releasing article on successfultrading.com blog as well as video explaining exactly how I will be or how I have been trading QQQ rather since the unveiling of the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, yeah, Friday was already the Monday, and Wednesdays are the new addition into QQQ. So for us, was it Tuesday? It was trending. Yeah, this was the fourth here on this candle on here. That got us into a 10-bagger straight up. Kid you not. So after that, yeah, the reason we got into this because it was a gangster trade after the gap. Yeah, that's So this morning, QQQ here. Why do I have SPY in my brain? My new friend is QQQ, for God's sake. So QQQ here, it's gapping, folks. Yeah. We closed yesterday. It closed yesterday at 331.51. It's gapping all the way to 335.80. This is one of those um, overnight swing trade that you could have taken. Why? Because there was a binary event that was today, the non-farm payroll. So that's how you will go about trading that. We teach that on here, so no worries if you didn't have a position on QQQ going into Friday. We will teach you if you so elect on how to take advantage of that. Now, from a technical point of view here, we need to be mindful, right? So this huge gap took the QQQ well above the EMA 20 and 8. Both were virtually identical here. Yeah, that's what we are seeing on here. Actually, let me make sure that you guys are able to see. So as of yesterday, EMA 8, the yellow line was 334.10. EMA 20 on the daily chart, that is 334.27. And now we're starting at 335. It's even printed 336.0 or 10. That's important because, again, studying the pre-market, we know already where that resistance line is. Yeah, the resistance line is going to be wherever the support was previously, looking to the left. All of this candle here to the left, they have a touch at around 336. So that's resistance now. So meaning, in order for when we open here on QQQ to go further up, we definitely need to go above that 336.2 or whatever, and then the next target is going to be the middle line there, 337.48, and then after that I mean, you can go by whatever step here. So the next, so 337, the white line is the middle of the Bollinger Band, 337.48, and after that 340, where we had plenty of touch previously. So it's going to be a long day. I mean, by the way that is starting on here, but I'm seeing too many jittery on the jitters, let's say on QQQ here, since over the last 30 minutes or so, since the announcement of those non-farm payroll data. So beware, trader, beware. So we have strategies on here, how we know how to take advantage of whichever direction that's the index, the stock market decide to go. As long as it's moving, we stand to make money. All right, so that's as we approach 9:04 a.m. Eastern time in New York and in Toronto. Let us go ahead here. I think just by how do you say it? By contractual obligation. Well, no, let's we have to go to Finviz, right? So this is what's moving here on Finviz. I invite you, I mean, especially if you're on the East Coast or you are on the other side of the Atlantic, you have time, meaning you're there, unlike some of us, where the day starts and literally have to rush into doing pre-market analysis. Just first of all, just waking up. Here are the stocks that are moving bearishly to start the day here. Yes, I don't know if I prepare that or whatever, but is it time to put a fork in this in Beyond Meat? See what I did there? It's done. Well, is it done? Look at this chart, folks. Has been going nowhere whatsoever the entire month of April, actually even March, just posting slight lower lows, and now earnings today or yesterday actually after the market close, and bang, it's trading at minus 8% thereabout. I am not a big fan of a stock that behave like this one, so I'm not going to use this one as a gangster trade. I'm sorry, but hey, if you so like, it has just been a very inconsistent stock. So I know a gangster trade covers both direction, but I have other stock, and I know that's maybe most likely that's what, trust me. But remember again, right? If B1 shows that trend bearish or reverse, I can take that trade at any point of time. I'm just saying that that's not the one that I'm going to be targeting to start the gangster trade with. Who am I going to take the gangster trade with? Roku. How about that? Not because, and this is not because it's positive. It's positive. That has nothing to do with, you know that I love puts. I love being dirty, right? So my choice on Beyond, we have to draw the line somewhere. So so some of the three stock that are moving this morning, they happen to be moving on the bullish side. So Roku, Peloton, Square. So actually, in maybe what order? Roku, Square, Peloton. So let's go ahead and establish the gangster trade on them, if you don't mind. All right. So I'm going to. So somebody help me. I mean, well, who's even on the show? I mean, I didn't have the time to tap them beforehand, so let's just go and do this live. Yeah. So let's start with Roku. Roku is up 11% more. Yesterday the stock was down 8% with earnings today. Yeah. I mean, is this the same market? Traders yesterday. What changed between yesterday and today? Oh, they released the earnings. But geez, wouldn't somebody just say, hey, if the stock is to release the earnings the next day, you're not going to sell it off to sell it the day prior unless you know something. So if you knew something that, let's say, the news was not that good, then in that case, tanking yesterday does not corroborate the stock being up 11% today. Welcome to the inefficient markets. In any case, congratulations if you traded put yesterday on Roku. They were super expensive. I mean, the option on Roku, that's super expensive. So here, really, I'm just going to try to tiptoe around this to try to get a slice of because I don't want to risk anything on a Friday for this. So the stock is trading at $315. What are we going to do? $315 up 31 dollars. I cannot even look at this with a straight face. So where are we going to go here? So let's we're on the call side. So Roku on the call side, let's see here. I'm just gonna pick two strike price, folks. Again, the objective is to find something that we can trade for 10 to 20 cents max because Roku options are expensive. Look at this implied volatility. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry about that. I'm inside of Power A Trade. This is the implied volatility of Roku on some of these. Yeah, 193% in terms of implied volatility. Yeah, so where can we start on here? Obviously, something way out of the money. 30 points away, fine. What not? 340 calls, 345 calls, and we are going to go for 10 to 15 cents. Somebody, hopefully, you're writing down there. If I don't have the time to type it before the market open on here inside of our Gangster Trade channel. All right, so 340, 345 for 10 to 15 cents. On the downside, well, 30 points away, that will put us around where we were yesterday, 284 to 285, thereabouts. So we are going to take 285, 290 puts, and this is the opposite direction. So for 5 to 10 cents, no more than 10 cents on the put side because they're going to be super cheap. Yeah, yesterday the 285 they were going for $11 per contract. Yes, folks, that's 1.75. As you can see, can you see it here? Here it is. So take a snapshot of this screen. Yeah. The stock yesterday trading at $284, so the 285 were almost in the money, but in the money by by just less than $1, and they were worth $12.35 on the ask. Wow, just I don't know what you make of this, but okay. So Roku, as a recap, on the call side 340, 345 for 10 to 15 cents. On the put side 285, 290 puts for 5 to 10 cents. If we don't get a fill and the Roku give us a direction after 15 minutes or the like, we know how to trade it. Bearish above VWAP posting higher highs. Bearish below VWAP posting higher highs. Telex, thank you. Stop confusing people. Bullish above VWAP posting higher highs. Again, that's bearish below VWAP posting lower lows. All right, I'm just pressed on here. I want to do all three on here. Okay, so the next one is Square. All right, so let's try to make something out of Square here. Square earnings yesterday, obviously after market close, and this morning gapping 5% at 235. So from 235, just let's start with, doesn't matter which side we start on. We just happen to be on the put side for the Gangster Trade here for Square. So SQ on the put side, what can we get here? Let's get a strike price here. So 235. Definitely where we're coming from. Yeah, a 5%, 10 points, 10 to 15 points is what we're looking at here. But again, we don't need to be in the money, right? We just want this thing to be choosing any direction. So the puts are going to be cheaper here to start the day. So 10 to 15 points, we are looking at 220, 225, 220, 225. 220 puts, 225, 10 to 15 cents. All right. on the put side, on the call side, by symmetry, right? When you decide on a strike price on one direction, you just use a similar amount of dollars. So on the call side on here, 250, it's 15 points away. 15 points, I mean, 11 point, 12 point thereabout is 5%. Yeah, so you get an idea what's um, 15 points is. Again, don't worry about the fact that they're out of the money. The whole idea yesterday, if you go look at the chart of, I invite you to look at the chart of the PayPal 230 and 235 puts. I believe the 235, the 230, I got them for 5 cents. They went all the way to 43 cents from 5 cents. The 235, I think they almost made a 10 bagger, almost, maybe 800% or 750%. They're about, but they were never in the money, yeah, because PayPal yesterday was in the range of 255 to about 245. That's the lowest that it went. So this here, the square here can move quite a bit. Oh, by the way, do not dismiss. This is day 2 for Square. Same thing like Etsy. As I'm taking an interlude in the middle here of building this trade on Square, this Ganser trade on Square. Watch Etsy, folks. This is day 2 for Etsy. You have that quantitative analysis document post ER, right? That's the value of that document. That a momentum that starts on day 1 after earnings, especially today being Friday. Expect money to be made on Etsy as well. We will be looking forward to that one as well. So here we are on Square. Square, we pick some strike price, 2 strike price for the puts, 220, 225. So we want to emulate a similar setting on the call side. So 250 and 255. So we want to get this for 10 to 15 cents. 250, 255 for Square on the call side, and 220, 225 on the put side. All right, so let me see. Before I move to the last one on here, let me make sure we don't have, well, there is no question, nobody asking for a repeat of that. So last one, there's so many moving parts today, right? Not last one, if you will. We said, who did we say? Oh, our good friend Peloton. Peloton yesterday, if you follow the after hours, after the earnings, it went up from 83.78 close to 85. Yes? And then before the conference call started, the stock went down to 79 or 78 something. And then for whatever reason, I think I was taking a shower to get the dirt sides of myself for trading PayPal puts and Etsy puts. Next thing you saw was, oh, the stock is trading at $87. So I think this is a perfect scenario for us to trade a Ganser trade on here. The whole challenge is to get an entry into this wahala that's about to unveil. I mean, with everything that's been said in the news, let's see now the earnings are out. Let's see what will transpire here out of Peloton. So Peloton on the call side, we're starting. This stock can move very fast. If you were with us on March the 5th, you witnessed how we were able to trade Peloton in both directions successfully that day, right? So on the put side on here, so up $4 there, about trading at 87. Market makers, the only thing that I'm afraid they could do on here to avoid paying this, definitely they can reverse this as they did yesterday after hours, right? They may not give you the whole amplitude of the move. Meaning, what am I saying with that? Meaning that at some point, let's say after an hour and a half, 2 hours, it may be an idea, if it's not moving in any direction, to be able to be looking for position for next week. And speaking of next week, there's so many things. The successful trade alerts, I'm very excited about next week, folks. The successful trade alerts were shared yesterday. I'm not sure if Peloton is on there, but whatever it's on there, on that watch list that some of you may have seen here on the right-hand side, oh, I can't wait. I am very excited that there's going to be some big move coming on some of this stock next week. So that's for on. So here, let's try to see here, or if we take For Peloton on here, it's really a matter of I don't know. They could be a big move. It could be not much on here. But let's that's fine. Let's start with 95. So the 95 we're going yesterday for 72 cents. We don't care about that. The implied volatility is going to come down here tremendously. The implied volatility on this option was a whooping 215%. 215%. Wow. I mean, we have seen much higher than that, but that just to give you an idea. So for me on here, I think let's go with 92, 92, 95 for 5 to 10 cents. I really want to get to super cheap things on here. And if it start moving, we can always scale in by buying different contracts. Definitely, just start conservatively here because I'm not sure what these market makers they want to do. If the market reverse from what it is doing here in pre-market, folks, we're going to be in for a very dirty day for some of us. So 92, 95 calls on Peloton on the call side, and then on the put side, the stock currently trading at 88. We can definitely target something $5 away on here. So $5 away is going to put us in the range of, let's see. Oh geez, these guys they don't make it easy for us, right? They are by increment of 5 points. So, oh geez. Okay, well, we can only try, right? So 80 or 85. Okay, let's be smart here because that's quite a big spread, right? The 80 and the 85, we cannot really offer the same price for them because, well, yeah, one is one or the other. So let's try to get ourselves into the 80. But I mean, we put that limit order on there because you never know, right? So we will put that limit order on there. So a limit order for 80, 85 for 5 to 10 cents. But realistically, we will get the 80 filled out relatively easy, especially with at the beginning on here with some FOMO. Most traders will want to get into the stock on here up 5%, and that will make the option super cheap. So those 80 are definitely 5 cents, and maybe offset the 85. Instead of using chocolate gangster trade, you can use vanilla gangster on here, where or a mix of the two, because we have different strike price and we offer slightly something higher for the 85. Let's say if this thing goes all the way to like 91 or something within that first burst in the first 5-10 minutes, that will be great to enter the 85 for 10 cents. So the 80 for definitely 5 cents, the 85 maybe offer something 10 to 15 cents. All right, folks. That's live day trading pre-market analysis on here, where we are able to give you some of the opportunity that we see for the stock market. Let's go on here and look at the chart of a couple of stocks. So I mentioned Etsy. The other one that's definitely keeping my eye on for the entire week has been Pins. Yep. Well, we made money on Snap as well. So those social media stock they have been moving. So Pins, I want to bring your attention to Pins on here because it's something hopefully get to confirm. It's starting at 60. So they have been known to put in a low and then sharply rebound. So it's not a stock that, so 4 times on here. Yeah, can you hopefully you can see my screen. Let me minimize here. So 4 times, I have 4 occurrences here dating back all the way to November the 10th. I'm looking at the daily chart of Pin stock. So I'm suggesting that we could be in for a bounce after this bearish momentum here. Where look at the slope of the EMA 8, the yellow line that has been really just trending down with price, right? But in the past, when it has done that, they have found a way to just sharply rebound it. If we make a green candle today, I strongly suggest I will be building a position for next week, or even the week after, that, meaning May the 21st. That if you go May the 21st, you just go all the way. Yeah, you pick the 90 call for May the 21st. They bound to be super cheap. Let me give you an idea here how much are Pins May the 21st. Well, May is not, I'm not sure though. I'm talking about the monthly expiration in May, meaning a couple of weeks from now. The 90, what are they going for? That's my type of trade. So we can even go for the 85. They're going for 2 cents bid, 5 cents ask. All right, so that's the chart of the day for us on here. We are tracking Pins interest on the bounce on here reversal. Oh yeah, I didn't give you the full dates or what I'm reading on the technical chart. My bad. I'm so in a hurry just to. Okay, so November 10, there is a bounce. Yeah, that took it from $52, and in a matter of how many days? 6-7 days, it went to 67. That's 10%. You have a similar bounce sort of January 6 from 64, and in 5 days it went to 76. All right. You have another bounce off of 62. This was January 27, and it took it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. But that was the run toward earning. Maybe it doesn't count that much, but that's when it was really a massive run. That took it from $64 all the way to $86. Yeah. Then the most recent one on here, not quite the most recent one, but off of March the 5th, that low on there, March the 8th, it's closed at $62, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 7 days, it went all the way to 75. Then the most recent one really at 68, it took it maybe to consolidate for 4 days, but when the run started, it started at 68 and went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It took it all the way to 86. Yeah, so it's something pending of the like on here. Again, we are looking for a nice green close. I mean, if this thing rally massively today, like I don't know, any close above 62, anything close in the 60s, because this stock was trading, put in a low yesterday of 57. We actually scalp some nice puts on there. So anything close above 60 in the 60s will be great. A green candle today, 61, 62, it's go time for pins. All right, that's the chart of the day for us. Thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.